Lord is going to turn things around.
Man, how you look? Oh.
Hey girl. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I can't even remember the last time I talked to you. It's been about, I feel like, I don't even know. I haven't sat down and talked to you in so long. It's been a minute. This feels weird, right? Or is it just me? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm glad that you answered the phone, because I was like, what if she don't answer? Like, what if she don't pick up the phone? I haven't talked to her in a minute. Like, she probably deleted my number. Oh, I can't. I can't. Honestly, if I'm really being honest, I didn't know how to come back on here and tell you this, friend. Let's get into this makeup, because I got to be out this house in about 15-20 minutes. The past couple months have been a lot. Not in a bad way, in a good way. It's exciting. I'm excited. Let me finish my brows real quick. It's so hard to talk and do my brows at the same time. Hold on. Okay, I did my brows, but how do I say this? But I guess I'm just gonna start. I'm just doing my makeup, because at this point, let me just do my makeup and talk to you, because why am I so nervous? Like, why am I so nervous? But for the past 10 years, you guys know, me and my husband have been together since I was 20 years old. I'm 30. Am I 30 or 31? Girl, I think I just turned 31. But we've been together for a minute. And, you know, first come marriage, then comes baby. You know what I'm saying? For the past 10 years, I've been trying to have a baby. Me and my husband have been trying to have a baby. And when I say trying, I mean like trying. I mean ovulation tracking. I mean period tracking, temperature checking, like the whole 9 yards for the past 10 years. So yeah, for the past 10 years, we've been trying to have a baby. And I've prayed about this. I've prayed so many times. I've cried about it. I've questioned it. I've tried to understand it. I've tried like bargaining with God, like all of these things. And he was always just like, no, like, it's not your time. Like, nope, like, I'm not giving it. I'm not, you know, like, I'm not going to do it just because you're asking. Like, it just seemed to never work. And I watched so many people have babies. I watched my friends get pregnant over the 10 years. I watched both of my sisters have kids over the past 10 years. Like, and of course, one of my sisters have had their own stories. And this isn't to be like, oh, well, somebody else got pregnant and I didn't, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I have just been in my waiting season for a very long time, and I just never understood it. And my husband would always tell me, like, everything is going to line up perfectly. The stars are going to align perfectly, and it'll make sense then. But of course, you know, when you're going through it, you don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want to hear that the stars are going to align perfectly. Like, you know, that's not what I want to hear. I want my baby. So, you know, so let me back up, girl, because I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Okay, so back in like November of 2025, we had been to the doctor multiple times, had done all the tests, did everything that we could think of. And the doctors would always say, like, no, you guys are healthy. Like, everything is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, there's no reason why you can't have a baby. So that leads us to unexplained infertility. Nobody talks about the fact that when a woman is trying to have a baby or going through like unexplained infertility or whatever, there's so many tests and pokes and prods and just so many things that you have to do to determine if you are able to get pregnant, if you have infertility, like all of these things, right? And then my husband, all he had to do was get a semen analysis. That's it. That's the only thing that determines if he can have a baby or not. So I was like, are you kidding me? So, you know, we both went through the process. Everything was good. We're both healthy. There's no reason that we can't have a baby or whatever, right? After the end of November, we had decided like, okay, well, clearly nobody can find an answer. Nobody can figure out like what's wrong, what's going on. So the next step is to start our journey with infertility. Like, let's go make an appointment, right? So I made the appointment like, when did I make the appointment? Oh my God, I have to go look up the exact dates, but I made the appointment like December 1st is when I made the appointment. Yeah, I made the appointment December 1st because I was like, you know what? It's the 1st of December. Like, this is the last month of the year. I don't want to go into 2026 with this, not burden, but like, you know, just being sad about not being able to have kids or, you know, whatever the case may be. Like, let's start working on it now. So that way, if there is a problem, if they do find something, or if we do need IVF and all that stuff, girl, then we will get it done, right? We can just start the process. So I made the appointment. We started saving our money and just praying to God and just telling God, like, okay, girl, I'm like, we're about to start this journey. We're about to go through IVF. We're about to, you know, like, just just do it, I guess. 'Cause of course, you know, we wanted to get pregnant naturally, but we were just like, well, that's not where we are. Maybe we're not meant to get pregnant naturally. So I made the appointment to go to see a fertility specialist. We made the appointment on December 1st, and then our appointment was scheduled for December 31st. So I'm like, perfect, like great way to end the year, going to see a fertility doctor, like seeing what, you know, what form of treatment are we going to go with? Are we going to go with IVF? Are we going to go artificial insemination? Like, what are we going to do, right? So on December 21st, it was a Sunday. I had woke up that morning, and I normally have, like, you know, my diet is very simple. I eat the same stuff every day. Like, I don't really change my diet much. Like, I eat the same things every day. So I ate breakfast. Everything was fine. I go to brush my teeth, and in the middle of me brushing my teeth, girl, I threw up. But mind you, in my head, I had already checked out of the concept of like getting pregnant naturally. I had already like ruled it out in my head. Me and my best friend, Yanira, went to Pilates like the end of November. And she was like, what's going on with y'all having a baby? And I was like, girl, I ain't thinking about having no baby. Like at this point, I'm over it. I'm just gonna live my life. Like I'm not worried about it, blah, blah, blah. So that morning I eat my breakfast. Like, I don't really like the way this concealer is sitting on my skin. Let me do my other stuff first. Eat my breakfast, whatever, go to brush my teeth, and I throw up. Not because I felt sick, not because there was an issue, but just off the fact that I brushed my teeth, right? So I'm like, well, that's weird. And John was at work. Well, getting off work, he was headed to meet me at church because he had worked overtime or whatever. Of course, because we've been trying to get pregnant for years, I have pregnancy tests in my house. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take a pregnancy test, like just to rule it out. Like, I don't think I'm pregnant. That's stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course I'm not pregnant. I'm going through IVF. I'm about to start this journey. I'm doing all of this stuff. Like, of course I'm not pregnant, but that's weird that I threw up. I take the pregnancy test, and girl, the test is positive. Okay. This is so not aesthetic, but I eat the same thing every single day. And this morning I threw it up. So let's take a pregnancy test. So weird. And on top of that, I could just be psyching myself up for nothing, but on top of that, actually, I want to put it away. I don't want to see it. Okay, I have it face down. And on top of that, I was supposed to start my period yesterday and I didn't start it. So maybe it's coming tonight, and I don't have any symptoms. Like I haven't been cramping or anything like that. Okay. It should be time. So let's see. I doubt that I'm pregnant because I don't feel like I'm pregnant. I mean, I don't know what that means, but. Oh my God, I think I'm pregnant. Do you guys see that? I'm shaking so bad. Okay, I'm gonna take another one because John's not here. I don't know. I've never had a second line pop up. There's a second line on here, clear as day. I don't know if you guys could see it. Hold on. You guys see that second line? Okay, let me just. I need a second. Let's see if there's a second line on the second one. There is. There's a second line on this one too. I think I'm pregnant. If I'm pregnant, I need to go to the store and buy an actual test. I have a fertility appointment in 9 days.
Let me go to the store.
Yes, girl, I'm pregnant. I am pregnant. Let me show you my belly. Hold on, before we go any further. Look at the belly. Look at it. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited. So, girl, let me tell you. Hold on, let me tell you. So I take the pregnancy test and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go brush my teeth, whatever, like get ready for the day, because mind you, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning and I have to be at church at 11, which means I gotta leave the house at like 10:45, right? So I'm like, okay, I gotta get ready for church. I get dressed for church, I go to church and I see my husband and immediately I'm like, I think I'm pregnant, girl. I'm like, I think I'm pregnant. And he's like, wait, calm down, like, cause the tears just hit, girl. It was just a whole thing. I said, I think I'm pregnant. Like, I'm freaking out. I think I'm pregnant. My hands was like, girl, my hands were shaking so bad. Not because I was scared about being a mom or being pregnant or having a baby or anything like that, but like, I just could not fathom in my head that I was pregnant. Like, that it even popped up positive. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that is just strange to me. I don't know. So he's like, okay, we'll get a test. Did you take a test? I showed him the test. I'm like, but I can't tell for sure. I don't know. After church, we go to, he goes to mom's house and then I go to Stater Brothers to go get me a pregnancy test. Like, I wanted one. I needed it to tell me pregnant. I needed the test to say pregnant or not pregnant. That's what I needed. Like, I couldn't do I had the little Dollar Tree, you know, little test that 2 lines or faint line. I said, oh no, I can't do this. So I go in the bathroom, I take the test by myself. So after I take the test, you know, I wait a couple minutes and then I call my husband and I'm like, hey, like, you know, come in the bathroom. Obviously the whole family is sitting there. So I'm trying not to make it suspicious or whatever. I'm like, come in the bathroom. Like, I just tell him like, come here or whatever. So he comes in the bathroom and I had the test like inside of a cup under the kitchen sink, under the bathroom sink in case anybody came in there. Girl, so I'm like, I'm scared. I don't want to look, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, do you want to look? Do you want to look at the test? He's like, yeah, give it to me. I'll look. Okay. I'm scared to look. You want to look?
How you look? Oh.
What does it say?
Huh?
What does it say? What does it say? Can you tell me?
Huh?
What does it say?
It's okay.
It says not pregnant? I'm freaking out.
It's okay. Alright.
Girl, I turned that stick over. That stick said pregnant. That stick said pregnant. I could cry right now. I'm so thankful to God. Like, I'm so thankful to God. I could cry right now. I am so excited. When I tell you, I am stoked. Like, all my friends are really excited. Like, oh, I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm so happy. And it's so funny because a couple Sundays before I found out I was pregnant, my pastor called me up during like prayer or whatever at the end, like towards the end of church or whatever. And he prayed and he was like singing, "It won't always be like this." And he's like, what you've been praying for is about to come to pass, right? What you've been praying for is about to come to pass. You're about to get your blessing, blah, blah, blah. All these things. Whole time I was pregnant. This was like December 9th. He told me this. Whole time I was pregnant and didn't even know, girl. I didn't even know I was pregnant. That's the crazy part.
How many believe that?
It's turning around for you.
It won't always. Sister Alexis.
Always be like this.
The Lord will perfect that.
The Lord will perfect that concerning you.
Sooner or later.
Sooner or later, it'll work in your favor. It's turning around for you.
2026 is coming. The Lord is going to turn things around for you. I see it. He's going to do some miraculous work in your life. What you've been praying for. Hey!
Thank you, Lord.
Hey! It's coming to pass.
And it's so funny because my husband was right. It happened at the perfect time. Like, this was the perfect time for us to get pregnant. Like, but yeah, girl, you fixing to be an auntie. And I'm so excited. I'm so thankful to God, so grateful to God for this blessing, because I know what it feels like to not, you know, have this blessing or to not get pregnant. So I don't take this lightly. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so thankful to God. I'm so grateful. Like, me and my husband are so grateful. We pray every single night over this little girl, and we have a name already, but we're not revealing the name until the baby shower. Also, girl, this is why you need to be following me on Instagram, because I announced my pregnancy on Instagram like a month ago. I announced like a month ago on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you go follow me, friend. I've been trying to tell you for a minute. Every time I call you, I be like, go follow me on my other platforms, because that's typically where y'all get the tea first. But yeah, girl, that is where I've been. Let me put you down so you can see this baby. So you can see this girl in my stomach. Me and baby have just been chilling, hanging out, enjoying life. And I'm so freaking excited. Like, I cannot wait to meet her. I can't wait for you to meet her. Like, I know you're gonna love her, girl. Like, what's she gonna call you? Because you gotta have a nickname. She gotta be able to call you something, girl. Girl, I feel so much better now that I done told you that I'm pregnant. But yeah, I love you. Thank you for answering the phone when I called. I feel like I was not even sure if you was gonna pick up, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, girl, let me go finish getting ready. I was supposed to be out of this house 19 minutes ago. Love you. Bye.